How would K defeat an ancient and powerful vampire? Assumptions. Standard vampire vulnerabilities, weakness to sunlight, garlic, and silver, mortally wounded by a stake to the heart, etc. Conventional defenses. As an ancient, supernaturally cunning and charismatic being, the vampire may be highly placed in society or have significant resources at its disposal. Money to hire private security, land, legal protection, criminal ties, etc. Complicating your efforts to defeat it. Location. Occupying a large residence on its own plot of land in your city. Time limit. In 72 hours, the vampire, and possibly its thralls/hired goons, will track you down and try to feed on you. What's your loadout? What's your plan to gather intel, conduct recon, get armed, and make the kill? Bonus points. You may only use resources you have at your disposal at this moment in your planning. My dick trademark poison. T. Future dried up corpse found in a shallow grave outside city limits. What's your loadout? You may only use the resources you have at your disposal at this moment. Nice try, Fed. Considering that the vampire might be high up in society, getting caught in a preemptive assassination attempt would be a death sentence. Considering that they or their goons would be coming after me anyways so they could feed, I'd just stay at home and let them come to me, catching the incident within sight of my home security system. Should be enough to exonerate me if I'm charged with anything. Filling their heart with really fast copper steak should be enough to kill or at least incapacitate them long enough to do so. That Luigi fellow managed to ice the CEO of a major company just walking around the street, and if it wasn't for shitty OPSEC afterwards, he likely would never have been identified. Just stay in your house anyway. They can't come in if they're not invited, dum-dum. Yeah, I thought of that too. They'd have to get their thralls or hired muscle to drag me out. But if they enter my house, then it's justified self-defense on camera. I have several pounds of silver stacked up, a casting and reloading setup, more garlic than an Italian grandmother, a few ounces of holy water, go the fuck away mats in front of all my doors, and crippling insomnia. Castle doctrine, bitch. I'm more worried about the local cops swiping my guns than killing the vamp. Hell, it's not like $25 a mag for the silver is much more than I'm already paying to shoot a 45 anyway. Call her mommy and tell her to take me. Then enjoy pretty much the only form of human contact I've ever had with someone who isn't a family member. Daylight raid, car bomb at the gates to distract the thralls, then slip in and plant a shape charge on the coffin to cook it inside. Glock 19, maybe an 11.5 PSA AR with Magpul furniture, but that's probably overkill. I would fuck up a vampire with a brick, but vampires can only be killed with blah blah blah. Don't care, going to beat it to death with a fucking brick. I hate demons, and I hate Satan, and I hate all of his minions. They get the brick. 11.5 PSA shooting reloaded steel case, or pick related. I'm not convinced a vampire wouldn't be inconvenienced by an AR-15 with an FRT. You'll find me hard-pressed to believe shooting the brainstem won't give me enough time to mag dump the head, and then enough time to burn the body completely. For that matter, I know my rapid-fire freestanding accuracy at, 50 yards, good enough to just mag dumping it 2 to 3 in the brainstem area. Is there any reason just cutting a vampire's head off or straight up blowing it to pieces wouldn't kill it? Like, I get stake to the heart is the typical method, but how does it come back from having its entire head obliterated? Take a chopper, yell, wah! Real good and crump 'em. Set fire to the mansion, shoulder bash vampire from the roof. Impale it on a statue. Honestly, ever since watching Mythbusters as a kid, I've thought that handling any sunlight/fire vulnerable vampire really isn't that hard as long as they're living in a more or less typical designed house, and you have some lead-up time/know where they are. Steal junker car. Hook up baby's first RC components to it. Put gasoline containers all up in the cabin. Puncture gas tanks. Vroom vroom it through the fucking wall. GG no re. Even if they're in the basement, the car's either gonna collapse it immediately, or once the fire spreads. You can go way lower tech with this idea by lining the car up, fixing the wheel in position, and dropping ye ol' cinder block on the pedal too. That'd probably require buddies and covering fire though. Hell, these days, you could go the complete opposite direction and probably comfortably do that shit from 10 miles away with a spotter drone and FPV cam on the vehicle. Slippery Submata and a mating press to finish. Alternatively, a brick. A large property in the city, so basically can't be found without some sort of solid lead. Therefore, escape/evasion is really the only thing that can be done in the 72 hours. We've had this thread too many times, gay boy. You already know the answer. First the brick, then the dick. Impossible. Even if they, for some reason, had multiple folklore banes, I still wouldn't assume a victory against an elder of any clan. Hunters win against some old vampires because of true faith, sunlight, and fire. I don't have true faith, so an elder would just command me to kill myself. Realistically, I wouldn't even get that far. They'd have a squad of fully decked out and trained ghouls defending the haven. I'd have a higher chance of survival headbutting a speeding bullet train. Don one of my M88 cut uniforms and 6.5B broom handle. Rape with Russian characteristics time.
My heart beats so that I can hardly speak, and I seem to find the happiness I seek